How are you doing, my friend? Today, I want to talk about the elephant in the room, the situation that we all have to deal with. And I just wanted to give you some encouragement and positivity, because if we keep focusing on all the things that are right now seemingly wrong in the world, we actually contribute to the factor that we possibly can get infected. And when I say infected, not necessarily with the coronavirus, but infected with the fear virus. And that, my friend, is even worse, because see, if you let fear take over, you are stressed out, you weaken your immune system and are more susceptible of any infection, of any illness or disease. So my point is, yes, we all have to go through it, and I'm not saying that this is not pleasant, that this is not real. It is very real, and I feel it too. I see what happens in my family. People are being laid off. They're out of work. And when you face this situation, yes, you are fearful. But if you know how to combat fear, how you get through this situation, how you can understand our human responses better, you can deal with it better. You see, there are only 3 types of fears. The first one is very obvious. It's the fear of loss. The fear of loss, fear of losing your job, fear of losing income, fear of losing your health. That is tough. But the thing is, how can you counteract that fear? How can you deal with it? And there are some ways that we can. And one of them is something very simple, anybody can do. It doesn't cost anything, and that simply is stop, taking a couple of deep breaths, supplying your body with oxygen that helps you strengthen your immune system, and then just meditate. Just take a rest, take a pause. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable and meditate. 5 minutes. Just try not to think of anything. And how you can do this the best is by just simply repeating one word over and over again. It kind of helps you keep all those busy voices that come into our minds, just kind of quiet them a little bit. And one word that works well for me is just release, release, release. And I have a release meditation that you can get. It's a free download, and it's a 5-minute release meditation that hopefully will help you in that process to overcome the first kind of fear. Now, the second kind of fear, what is that? The second kind of fear is the fear of process pains. What do I mean by that? Well, what is a process? A process could be anything that is new, that you have to learn. For example, if you're out of work right now, the process is, oh my gosh, how can I get income? Well, what are the options? Am I eligible for unemployment income? Am I eligible for any special relief from the government? But how do I get it? How long will it take? What do I have to learn? Do I have to go online? I'm not very savvy online. These are all process goals or process pains. This is something that you're not familiar with. And believe me, I know all about process pains. When I first started out my online business, I had to learn how to put up a website. I had to learn how to put up opt-in pages. I had to learn how to do marketing. I had to learn all this stuff, and this was not pleasant. And at the beginning, I hated it. And I usually don't use this word, but this is what comes to mind because this is in the kind of mindset that I was. But then I started working with a mentor that really helped me through that. That really helped me go through that process and help eliminate the process pains. So one simple tip that I can give you right now is to bring in the joy. Even if it's hard. But if you go into a process that you need to do, it perhaps could be the process of starting your own business. Out of necessity, you may decide, I'm going to start my own business right now. But you have no idea. It's painful. But instead of going with, oh, I hope I can do it. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, I don't know about all of that, which brings negative energy into the process. Bring in joy. Bring in the joy of, all right, I will enjoy this process. I will enjoy everything that I will learn with it. And I know it's going to be challenging. It's not easy. However, I bring in the joy of learning it, and I am excited in learning the new tools. Just something simple as this will change everything. And believe me, I've done it. I've done it. And once I made this decision to bring in the joy of learning the things, and after I learned the process and went back and did it again and did it a third time, all of a sudden, oh, that's how it works. Oh, it's not so hard after all. And then what comes with it is you start building your confidence and it feels good. But you have to go through that step, and you have to kind of trick your brain a little bit to say, I like it, I like it, I like it. And smile a lot. When we smile, we activate our happy hormones, the endorphins and all those happy hormones that are in our body. So before you start something that you're not 100% sure of and you want to combat that negative feeling that may creep up, just smile for a minute. And if you cannot hold it, put a pen in your mouth like this. See if you have to bite onto your pen or pencil, you automatically have to do this. Okay? Now this time make sure it's disinfected. But make sure you have this. You see what happens? You trick your brain. Your brain thinks you're happy, and it releases those good hormones, those happy hormones. Okay? So this is how you can overcome the second kind of fear, the fear of process pains. And what's the third one I mentioned? The fear of outcome pains. And outcome pains can be in two ways. Maybe the outcome pain that you have is, oh, it didn't work, and I invested this money and it didn't work. I had that. I invested money in something that I thought was grand and great, but it didn't work and I lost money. However, I learned from it. That was my tuition from learning. Obviously, if I would have had a mentor who have guided me, maybe I would have avoided. But no, Sabine had to do it all on her own, and I paid for it. So the question you want to ask yourself too, hey, if I don't know things, maybe I want to get a mentor, a coach, a course, or something that helps me with that process and makes it easier. Yes, I might have to invest a little bit up front, but maybe it avoids me a bigger loss at the end. That could be one outcome pain that you would have, that you fear right now. But another outcome pain could be, what if you succeed? All of a sudden, maybe people actually watch your videos that you put up on YouTube or in your course or on Facebook, and all of a sudden you get response back, positive and negative, right? No matter what you do, no matter what you talk about, there will always be people that have something negative to say. That's another outcome fear that you might have. Or perhaps you get so successful that all of a sudden you're in demand, and well, your bank account may look good, but you are so busy and all of a sudden you don't have time for your family anymore, or you don't have time to do the things that you wanted to do. This could be also an outcome pain, all right? And we do have to go through several of those pains to overcome them or to adjust them, and that's all okay. But at the end, they're only those fears. These are the main fears that we have. And if you understand those fears, and then if you understand how you can overcome them better, how you can work with them better, you are much better off, and then you can tackle them. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. And if you want to learn more, and if you have not yet opted into my free training videos, in my free updates, in my newsletter, or whatever it may be that you're connected with me, do it now. There will be a link below, or if there's no link below, if you see this on Facebook, then you can always private message me, okay? And I'm happy to send you a link where you can get more free videos from me and more free stuff. Especially this time, I want to make sure you get as much as possible so that you are on your path of personal growth, because that's what we have to do. If we invest into our personal growth, invest time and perhaps even money, it depends on how fast, how quickly you want to go, then this is the way, this is the time to do it. Until I see you again, always remember, stay positive, smile a lot, laugh a lot, follow your dreams. Do never ever give up on your dreams. Follow your heart and live with passion.